man, we talked about this with the Steelers. Oh, the wide receiver 2 position's not great. Why? Well, they didn't address it. Oh, slot corner's been a problem. Why? Well, we knew that was going to be an issue coming in. Tristan Jarry, an issue again for the Penguins. 3 goals given up on the first 5 shots of the game. Gets pulled, gets booed, mercilessly coming off the ice. And then Joel Blomqvist comes in and stops 2 breakaways, made all the timely saves, gave the Penguins a chance to ultimately win this game. Dorin, is it as simple as don't give Jarry the net back? Because I kind of think it is.
Yes. I mean, whenever things look different, and especially like you don't even take into account of anything that, outside of just what you see with your eyes. It looks different whenever somebody else goes in the net. It looks different. And then whenever you take account into who is going to into the net, a guy in his third start, NHL start, a guy that's a rookie, looks night and day different. Like the guy just doesn't have it anymore. He doesn't have the confidence. Never really had the confidence, and sometimes he will play good. I understand that. That's what warranted, his contract. But the injuries, the playoff performances, the performances. I mean, the guy split time last year with Nedeljkovic.
When you needed to win down the stretch, he got left out of the lineup 13 consecutive games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're one of the top goalies in the NHL, like that doesn't happen.
No.
You don't go back and forth.
No, you
don't go to the second guy.
The net at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's giving it away again. So,
quick.
I mean, I don't know what Nedeljkovic's situation is, but it has to be Blomqvist and Nedeljkovic.
I agree.
But I don't know the minutia of like how you make that happen, or you waive or trade. Like I don't know how they're going to deal with that, but you owe it to the team. You owe it to the guys we just talked about for the first half hour of the show to put the best player in the net night in and night out, and that clearly isn't Tristan Jarry right now. That clearly isn't. And I don't see him coming back and being this all-star goalie.
No, I don't think he's got that bounce-back factor.
No.
We just seen it through this point in his career, if he did. I mean, I think about his playoff numbers, comes up small in the biggest moments. I think about the turnover in the Islanders series where I really thought the Penguins had a chance there. They've been let down by goaltending in their most recent couple of playoff appearances. And one of the reasons they've been let down is because Tristan Jarry's not healthy. I'm kind of oddly happy that this is happening right now, that he didn't start off really good, and we convince ourselves that because of his talent, a multiple-time All-Star, oh, wow, maybe he's actually figured it out. Oh, wow, he's staying healthy. No. You find out early. You played 5 games. He's clearly not better than the other guy. Both players drafted in the first round. Blomqvist was an AHL All-Star last year. He's got pedigree. It's not like even Nedeljkovic last year where you were riding the hot hand. No, this probably should be your goaltender of the future here. Run with him. And it's different than the Russell Wilson thing because Russell Wilson's been there, done that. Tristan Jarry's been there and disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to play Jarry, you're playing him over the future, and he's clearly the worst guy right now. Look, you're going to have to eat it here. It's a bad decision to not trade him this offseason by Kyle Dubas. It was a bad decision to give him the contract in the first place. I know money's money, and I know you've got one salary cap to adhere to, but you also owe it, like you said, to Crosby, Malkin, Letang, Karlsson, to put the best guy in there between the pipes. Because if you get average goaltending, if you get above average goaltending, if you get good goaltending, you're going to have a shot. You're going to have a shot. So play the kid.
Well, and the kid is pretty good, too.
Yes.
I mean, the guy, and I think I said 3 starts. I think he has 2 starts, and he only has 3 games that he played in. So, excuse me there. But, I pay attention to what the big-time players have to say. And I do like watching, and I don't know if we talked about this on air, but I heard Pony Muller talk about this yesterday. And I don't know if we talked about this on air a couple days ago or off air, but they said exactly what we were saying about the TNT broadcast with the NHL in comparison and doing the same model of the NBA. I can't remember if we did it on or off, but I listened to, Biz. I like him. I like what he brings to the table. But I also listened to Henrik Lundqvist, and he gave a lot of praise to Blomqvist. And whenever a guy like that gives praise and gives the details of the praise,
yes,
it's pretty significant. And he was detailing his game and how impressed he was and how poised he is, and talking about how tight he is in the net and how he keeps his arms in and how nothing does faze him. You're getting praise like that, and especially in the moment that you had to come in and revive the team. That's pretty significant. How could you turn your back on that right now? Knowing that everything that has to fall into place this year, and we talked about a lot of things with the Penguins, and it's only been a few games. Like, you owe it to Sidney Crosby, you owe it to Chris Letang, you owe it to Evgeny Malkin. You have a young guy that is probably going to be your future. He was an all-star last year, has worked his way up, and then he comes in and you get to have that moment you did last night with Malkin and Crosby because of that kid. Yeah. Because of him.
If Jarry plays the entire game,
you're not getting that.
You're giving up 7 goals and you're losing.
You're not getting that.
No.
How could you turn? I don't know how you could sit there and really tell yourself that it would be appropriate to go back to 35, to go back to Jarry.
They know too.
Yes,
they know too. It's
and
so
they love
deflating.
Him. They love him, but like it is what it is. They're trying to win, man.
Yes.